Hey, Lions fans! Do you know what everyone has been talking about in the last few hours? The Lions made a bold decision by selecting Jack Campbell in the first round of the 2023 draft, and he surprised fans by saying so, but that's not all. The Lions are still trying to find their third receiver, and it looks like we have the right choice. So leave a like if you are a big Lions fan, and let's get to the video. The Detroit Lions made a bold move when they selected linebacker Jack Campbell with the 18th overall pick in the 2023 draft, doubling down against critics who questioned the value of picking a linebacker so high. Campbell responded by finishing second on the team in total tackles with 95 and even earned some down-ballot votes for Defensive Rookie of the Year. Like any rookie, he had his ups and downs, particularly in coverage, but he showed significant improvement as the season progressed. From Thanksgiving onward, Pro Football Focus ranked him as the 22 best linebacker in the league. This offseason, Campbell has been the focus of much buzz, both within the organization and from outside observers, as a potential breakout star. He's stepping into the Mike linebacker role, a position that comes with natural leadership responsibilities, even as veteran Alex Anzalone continues to play a key role at the will linebacker spot. Speaking on 97.1 The Ticket, Campbell detailed where he sees room for improvement in his second season. He explained how he's been working on getting off blocks more effectively, a necessary adjustment from his college days at Iowa, where the strategy was to hit hard and play two gaps. In the NFL, with the caliber of offensive linemen, Campbell has learned that a more nuanced approach is required. He's also focused on improving his zone coverage, recognizing route concepts more quickly, and enhancing his pass-rushing skills and man-to-man coverage against tight ends and running backs. Lions linebackers coach Kelvin Sheppard praised Campbell for the high standards he holds himself to, which in turn challenges Sheppard as a coach. Each day I have to ask myself, how am I going to challenge this player? Because Jack wants to be great. He's not going to accept average coaching, average teammates, average anything. He pushes me to elevate not just my coaching, but the entire culture in the room. Sheppard summed up Campbell perfectly, saying, "The way he runs to the ball, the way he finishes, the way he works out, everything about this guy is full throttle, and that energy spreads to his teammates." The Lions drafted Campbell because they saw him as a perfect fit for their defense and a long-term cornerstone. As he heads into his second season, he's well on his way to becoming that anchor they envisioned. And it's not just Campbell who's in the spotlight. The battle for the third spot in the Lions receiver corps is heating up, and the team could be considering a bold market move. With 2 weeks of training camp in the books, the Detroit Lions are still on the hunt for their number 3 wide receiver. The departure of Josh Reynolds this offseason left a gap in their receiving corps, a gap that grew even wider when second-year receiver Antoine Green was placed on the reserve injured list this week. While unheralded receivers like Doris Fountain and Caden Davis have had solid performances in camp, and veterans Donovan Peoples-Jones and Khalif Raymond bring experience to the table, no one has firmly claimed the number 3 receiver spot yet. This raises the question, should the Lions look outside the organization to fill the position? If general manager Brad Holmes decides to explore external options, New York Giants wide receiver Darius Slayton could be a compelling target. Slayton, entering the final year of his contract with the Giants, might be on the trading block. Bleacher Report's Ryan Fowler recently highlighted Slayton as a player the Giants should consider trading this preseason. A 5th-round pick in 2019, Slayton has amassed 220 receptions, 3,324 yards, and 19 touchdowns in 76 career games. Last season, he contributed 50 receptions for 770 yards and 4 touchdowns. Despite his productivity, the Giants have bolstered their receiving corps this offseason, drafting Malik Nabers and signing Allen Robinson. With a crowded receiver room in New York, Slayton could find himself on the outside looking in as the 2024 season approaches. While longtime New York Giants wide receiver Darius Slayton has remained a friendly face in the passing attack, he seems to be on the outside looking in as camp kicks into full gear, Fowler wrote. After he skipped part of the offseason in search of a new contract, Slayton's missed time has put him behind the 8 ball, and now he's fighting for rotational snaps with Jalen Hyatt, a top 100 selection from 2023 in search of a larger role. If the Lions were to acquire Slayton, he would immediately slot in as their third-best receiver, strengthening the entire receiving corps. However, there are some drawbacks to consider. Slayton is set to become a free agent at the end of the season, making him a likely one-year rental. Additionally, the draft capital required to trade for him might be too steep for Holmes and the Lions to justify. At this point, it seems likely that the Lions will opt to stick with their current roster, allowing Peoples-Jones, Fountain, and Davis to continue competing for the num 3 receiver role as they prepare for the season ahead. With so many important pieces falling into place, the Lions are in a unique position to challenge the big boys this season. In my opinion, Jack Campbell has the potential to be the defensive leader this team needs, while the search for the third receiver can define the success of the attack. And you? What do you think? Leave your comment and don't forget to click on the video that appears on your screen to stay up to date with everything that's happening with the Lions. See you there!